Hello and welcome, beautiful, to video number 2 in my 3-part mini-series on how to break free from binge eating. I am so excited to have you here today. The information that I'm going to share with you about hormones and cravings is an absolute game changer. If you missed the last video, you can still catch that on my IGTV, or it's also available on my YouTube channel. Just hit the link in my bio and I'll send you through all the details. So the way I'm going to teach this topic is a little bit different from my usual style, just because I find it easier to teach this in a way where I share my screen with you and share a little slideshow that I've put together, because I find that's the easiest way to digest this information. So without further ado, let's get started. A hormone is just a chemical substance that affects activity of another part of the body. So they're little messengers that control and coordinate activities throughout the body. Now, during the female cycle, scientists believe that low progesterone and high estrogen levels generate a drop in our blood sugars, which leads to sugar cravings. Another cause is that serotonin, which is your feel-good hormone, is usually lower during this time, and it causes us to crave sugar and other carbs because the body uses carbs to create serotonin. So there's 3 main hormones there that are affected during our cycle: your progesterone, your estrogen, and your serotonin. Those 3 messengers basically play around and tell us that we need to eat more. Eating sugary treats will temporarily solve that because it spikes your blood sugar levels. But unfortunately, this quick fix is followed by sharp declines in the blood sugar, and it just creates a complete roller coaster of irritability, anxiety, and even more sugar cravings, which is what we do not want. Honestly, even though all you want to do is just smash the sugar, I promise you it will just make things worse. Your sugar will spike, then it will drop, and you'll crash and have more cravings, and your PMS will be worse than ever. So let me just rephrase that for you. Basically, during your cycle, your progesterone is low, your estrogen is high. That causes your blood sugars to be all over the place, and by eating more sugar, it's just going to make things worse. That's how I like to simplify it and process that thought there. What can we do about it? Eating smaller and more frequent meals throughout the day helps to regulate your blood sugar levels, and it keeps cravings from becoming binges. So I would try eating maybe 5 or 6 small meals instead of 3 bigger ones, and space them evenly every 3 hours to give your body constant fuel. Drink plenty of water. We can mistake thirst for hunger, so it's really important to stay hydrated. Choose more complex carbs. Fiber-rich foods are more complex carbs that take longer for your body to break down and absorb, so they curb your cravings. Things like oats, quinoa, pumpkin, sweet potato, because they take your body longer to process and digest, they release your fuel over a more prolonged period of time. Whereas some quick refined sugars and processed foods are processed very quickly, so they cause your sugar to spike quickly and drop quickly. Eating these complex carbohydrates will actually just keep the blood sugar level balanced over time, so you'll feel more full, more satisfied for longer. Choose more protein, lean proteins especially during this time. So your chicken, your turkey, your white fish, egg whites are really good as well. By including protein at every meal and snack, you help to moderate your blood sugar imbalances and slow down your digestive process, so it stops you from feeling as hungry. Increase your magnesium intake. Now, research indicates that women can experience lower levels of magnesium during PMS. And relax and take a deep breath. Cravings can get worse in times of stress, so by learning relaxation techniques and practicing them when you feel anxious or stressed, you can help to balance out those cravings. Things like meditation, walking, relaxing baths, or even just stopping to take a deep breath can help. Sunshine! So the lack of sun can reduce serotonin levels, which leads to an increased appetite and cravings. Just going outside or even opening the curtains and letting the sunshine in will raise your serotonin levels and reduce your sugar and carb cravings. And exercise. By getting moving, you're going to release endorphins. It doesn't have to be going to the gym, but just being more physically active throughout your daily routine can also make a difference. So increase the number of steps that you do. Maybe walk the dog or just walk outside. Vacuum the floor, take the stairs, or even just moving around the house is really going to help with that. So let's face it, if you're in a calorie deficit and you want to lose weight, you're going to feel hungry. When you feel hungry, it literally means that you're metabolizing fat. So hunger is 1, inevitable for weight loss, and 2, a positive feeling, not negative, because it means you're getting closer to your goal. Woohoo! Now it's time to reframe how you feel about that hunger. Instead of thinking to yourself, oh my God, I'm so hungry, and thinking of how it's such a bad feeling that you want to escape from, try leaning into it. Welcome that fat burning feeling and say, oh my God, hi hunger. Yes, welcome. Come and burn that fat for me. Your body will feel hungry long before it does you any harm. Initially, it will take discipline and you'll still feel cravings, but because you understand what's happening, you can manage them better and not give in. Eventually, you'll find you stop craving those things. I've put together a great chart for you that shows you what nutrients your body needs and what it may be lacking when you're craving certain things, with suggestions of what to eat instead. The reason why I'm sharing all this scientific information is, yes, of course, to educate you in what's happening and give you a better understanding of your body. But it's also because I know that some of you are very hard on yourself and you think that there's something wrong with you for having cravings and finding this hard. But I need you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. We all get cravings and it is hard for us to overcome them. We're just human. But with this information that I'm giving you power. You now have the knowledge to understand these cravings, knowing that on the other side of those little buggers are your goals. And you can now show strength and push back because you know from a scientific standpoint that you can actually beat those cravings. I like to think of cravings and hormones as little menaces, almost like a little devil on your shoulder. This practice is actually a form of psychological therapy. By externalizing a feeling and giving it characteristics, you're actually removing its power. So, next time you have a craving, think of yourself as the strong and powerful woman that you are and kick that craving's ass. Thank you so much for joining me today, babe. I really hope you found that useful. I'm going to email you through my cravings cheat sheet that will really help you to know exactly what to eat when you're having a craving without ruining your goals. So, if you like the way I teach, join me tomorrow for video number 3 of how to break free from binge eating, and I have got something very special to share with you tomorrow, so I can't wait to see you there.